G'day YouTube, my name's Lance. Welcome to Bundy Bear's Shed. The weather report. Well, it was hot last night. At 5 o'clock this morning, it felt like 31.6 degrees, and yeah, look, that was warm. I had a bugger of a night's sleep. Just couldn't settle, and yeah, it's been overcast, and we got showers this morning. I wanted to get out and do a bit of filming, but we got an inch of rain, so I was happy to go without the filming to have the inch of rain. But the whole weekend hasn't quite gone to plan, but look, that doesn't matter. That's life, isn't it? You can't help any of that. But on last week, or through the week last week, not this weekend, this weekend just now, but the one gone, young Arrow had a bit of gastric, he couldn't hold his food down or anything, and so he was at the young bloke Tim's place, but he come around here and that was fine. And but through the week, Airy, his sister, she's 7, well, she got it, so she had to have a couple of days off school. And but anyway, she got back to school on Friday, so but then her mum, Tim's ex-missus of Bree, she got it, so Jude said, oh, he wants to look after the kids, so oh, that'd be great. So Jude went and got the kids and picked them up from school and took them swimming on Friday, and yeah, had to go to a party on Saturday. So young bloke coming, we got Arrow into Taekwondo, and this is his second season. He's just starting on Taekwondo, and he loves it. And so anyway, Tim had to take him to Taekwondo, then take him across to this other birthday party of their cousins. So that was all right. We all went to bed, no worries at all. Well, Saturday night, well, Jude got the gastric. Well, she was vomiting and had both ends working, and oh, what a night. It was only her and I here, but it wasn't a good night for her. And yeah, she was she was real crook. And so yesterday, I said, just try and rest up. And she had a cup of tea in the morning, and that come up again, and so we sort of hung around, buggered around a bit. And but yeah, yesterday she was just a washout. She was no good at all. And so yeah, most things just got put on hold, but that's fine. And yeah, this morning I was telling her last night, I said, oh look, I think you should have Monday off work. And I can never remember Jude having a sickie. And but anyway, I said to her last night, I said, look, you don't look good yet. And she said, oh, I might be good in the morning. And I said, it doesn't matter how good you are, I'm banning you from going to work. That's it. And I said, you might feel fine and think you're helping out, but young Airy hadn't had it for 2 or 3 days, and she was still quite contagious because Jude got it. So I said, I'd really like you to stay home and not go and hand it out to everyone. So anyway, this morning, she agreed this morning. She woke up and she was still a bit second hand, so had the day off. So I shot into the shop to open up and wait till Ross turned up and did a few things like that, got things going. And but yeah, I was planning on just having a shed day doing filming and mucking around. I made, there's a little PDO sleeve that I make for the back of the TE20, and sometimes you can buy them, sometimes you can't, but I make them. And yeah, Alan says to me the other day, he says, those PDO sleeves, you probably need to make more of them. And I said, oh, how many have we got left? Oh, 1, and now it's gone. So so I think, oh, bloody, I said, I need to know when there's about 5, because I can't, I'm that busy, I just can't drop everything and just go with, just drop everything and go with that. So anyway, didn't matter. I come home today and I didn't have the right stuff to do it with, but I had a good bit of 4140 that I sort of wasted doing half a dozen of them. And not me, so I did that. Then my mate Biddy, Ian Bidgood, I do a bit for Biddy. I've sort of given up doing carby, I just don't have time, but Biddy be my mate for ages. So he's got a Farmall W4 carby there, and it's a bit hot to pick up at the moment. And I've got a stuck fitting on it. And it's a brass fitting, and it's a main jet adjustment. But the fitting on the outside, I can't get it out. I've tried and I've done all sorts of things. Cannot get it. So I've done everything except wave heat all around the place, and I may do that if I have to, but I thought I'd let it soak. I've heated it up to 80 degrees C. I've run it through for about an hour, hour and a half in the ultrasonic cleaner, and I'll let it soak there for the next couple of days till I get time to get back to it. And yeah, look, we'll see if we can get that out for him. I was planning on going up the shed today and jumping into the TE20, but I don't know if I've ever told you, on our TVs, you see on TV that so many people watch the footy, or you know, so many people watch this and that. Well, we're part of those people. We work with Nielsen's, the survey people, and they monitor our TVs and our online data and all that, and just see what we look at for people our age and all that. So it's been playing up a bit, and so they couldn't come. You know, whenever you make a change to the system, you've got to give Nielsen's a ring, and they send a technician up and they get you back online again, make sure it's okay. But I've put a Google Chromecast on this computer here and on this telly here and the one out there. So we had to do that. So he said, "Oh, I'll be there at 10:30. Will that suit on Monday?" And I said, "Yeah, all right, I'll be home soon." So yeah, he come, but yeah, this wasn't working and that wasn't working, and he didn't leave till 3:30. So I couldn't do any film. We couldn't do anything there. And when I went to open the shop up this morning, it's Monday night now, Monday evening, and yeah, I left the shop to go across to Bunnings to pick up some taps for the new ute on the side tanks. Now we're getting some hydraulic blocks to hold these taps on, so we can wash our hands and have a shower and that when we're camping. And I'm in Bunnings and the power goes out, and I had a heap of shopping to do, and Jude asked me to get her some almond milk. Seems easy on her stomach or something, and so yeah, in Bunnings the power went out, but they could still take me money, so that was good. So then I went to Road Tech Marine. Well, they had no lights on, nothing. They can't have a backup generator there, so I couldn't shop there. I wanted to go to ARB, but they would have had no power as well. So I shot into Coles and got some stuff, then come back home here, and yeah, so the days hadn't gone to plan at all. Saturday I thought through the week I put that trundle drawer in. Now at the end of the stew I've just gone for a quick walk around now with the camera, just to give you an update on what we've done to the ute. And I put the trundle drawer in last week. I had to change stuff and cut the back out, and it took quite a bit of time. And then Saturday I was hoping to get the toolboxes underneath all done and the mud guards done and all that. Then Sunday I could do a bit of mowing around the place and do a bit of catch up there. But my mate Malteser and Davey Rocket's got a Chamberlain 306 now, and so yeah, they said, "Oh, we might come out and see you. We feel like going for a tractor drive." And I said, "You bloody come here, I'll give you a job." And anyway, an hour later, here they are. So they pulled up for a yarn, and yeah, they were here for 3 hours having a yarn. So yeah, I spent most of yesterday morning doing what I was supposed to be doing Saturday evening. So anyway, doesn't matter. Good to have friends. I thought later I should have got a picture of the two tractors out the front. I know Malteser and them took them, but I should hit him up and get one off him just to show you. Malteser's tractor's a rat rod chamby, and it's different. It's fine. Looks good to me. A couple of old fellas will probably have a coronary, but that's their worry. Hey, not our problem at all. So yeah, the whole weekend's just been a bit of a write-off really for what I wanted to do, and Friday I'll come home with big plans, and yeah, they'll blew out the window, so doesn't really matter. A couple of interesting things went on through the week. We have a neighbour, Grumpy Dave's son Brendan, and Brendan's a good bloke and his mum's lovely, and Dave's just grumpy. And anyway, Brendan was over there, probably a week, a fortnight ago, and looking at the caravan and just having a yarn, and he said, "Oh, see those toy haulers?" And I said, "That's one there." And he said, "Oh, is it?" So he went and had a look and folded it down, and he said, "Oh, I want one of these. I've been looking and bloody looking and looking. So I don't know what I should do, whether I should buy one or not." And he said, "Is this one for sale?" And I said, "Well, we have been thinking about selling it, but we haven't really made our mind up," sort of thing. But I said, "We've got an insurance job to fix. We're I come short on the bamboo there and buggered that door frame up. And but I said, once the insurance is done and it's all good and roadworthy, I said, I'll make my mind up then. So that was alright. So through the week he gets onto me and says, that caravan, what did you want for it again? So I told him, and he said, I've got my finance approved for it. I said, shit. I said, alright. So I said to Jude, do you reckon we sell it? And she said, yeah, well, why not? You know, he's a good young bloke, he'll enjoy it. There's room for him and his son to put the motorbikes in the back. So he said, yeah, why not? But we had a price we had to get or we weren't selling it. So he was happy with the price. And so yeah, Friday Harvey come over and brought his mum to have another look and all that, and paid the deposit. And he said, when can I have it? Probably a week or two, eh? And I said, no, Brendan, I've just rang up about the door. And it's going to be 5 weeks before the, I think it's Comac brand maybe, before it's even manufactured. They're having trouble down in Melbourne where it's made, because COVID shut the whole state down. They got so far behind with the caravan parts that now they're fired up again. The big mobs like Jayco and all are pulling all the parts, and us little fellas waiting, we've got to wait. So I said, look, they said it'll be 5 weeks before they'd have the door, or before it was even manufactured. So probably 7 or 8 weeks. But I said, I can sell it to you after that. And he said, oh no, I'll pay your deposit now. He said, I want that, lock it in, don't want you to sell it to anyone else. And I said, well, okay. But I mean, give me a deposit. And so I've taken his deposit and given him a receipt. And he said, now you keep on to him about that. And I said, yes, I will. So he's all excited. He said, oh, I'm bloody keen. Oh, I want to get this thing. And I said, well, it's not leaving here until it's right, you know. I want to have a roadworthy on it, a gas certificate. I'll probably do the wheel bearings just for my peace of mind. And we've got to take it and get the insurance job done. So it may be a couple of weeks. And, oh, shit, he says, bloody, oh, I hope it's not too far away. So and I said, oh, well, you can't, nothing we can do about that. It's just how it is. Or else he could wait until then. But I think he was trying to tie it in, so I didn't sell it to anyone else, because they're very hard to find. The second-hand ones are pulling more money than we paid for this one. But we let it go cheaper because it was Brendan. So there, the caravan's gone. It'll be gone in 6 weeks or whenever we can get the insurance finished. Kelly dog always barks in the bloody stews if I have him up here. And so yeah, that's something. And Jude said, well, yeah, we'll just put the money in the bank if we feel like another caravan type thing later on. Well, we've got the money there to do it, so we'll sort it out then. But she said she loves the remote touring, like in this Land Cruiser, and going bush in a ute and getting up the highest mountains and down the creeks and all that sort of stuff. So that's what we're going to do. So we've sold the caravan, bought the ute. Yeah, we'll have a bit of a, we're just going to leave the caravan money in a separate account, so that if we want to hop back in, do something like that, we can. So that should be a good thing. Hang on, I'll just go and shut this dog up. Okay, we've shut Kelly up. Kelly's inside with Mum in the house. I don't know how long she'll stay there, but anyway, that'll take a bit of background noise out. Through the week I got a letter, and look, I was just dumbfounded, and it came just out of the blue, and we've got a letter, handwritten letter by a bloke called Eric, with a American $20. Look at that. And look, I was tickled pink. I thought, fancy that. So I should be able to read it with my glasses off. It says, thanks for the YouTube videos about the hydraulic pressure relief valve on the John Deere tractor. I was in a real quandary where to start. The centre of your roll pin had broken out and it was stuck in the valve, jamming it open. Please buy yourself a beer or the kids or grandkids an ice cream. Thanks, Eric Tobin. So look, thanks Eric. I was yeah, I'm not, I'll buy that. Oh, if I'm in the States, drop by for a visit. But yeah, I'm not going to spend this. I'm just going to keep that as a channel memento. I will buy the kids an ice cream anyway. Might even buy myself a beer, Eric. But I don't know if Eric watches the stews or not. But look, that was a lovely gesture. Made my week. I thought, oh wow, look at this. All's not lost. Yeah, people do appreciate some of the stuff you do out there in YouTube land. I don't know what goes on with YouTube. I need you to start watching ads or something. Our revenue's dropped again this week, another $100 for the month. So I don't know what goes on. Our views are still up there. We're sitting on about 210 views per 28 days, but the revenue's just dropped. Oh, it dropped nearly $500. So yes, I don't know what happens there. So who knows? I've got a Patreon thing in the background, but I've never got it going. We'll just see what happens there. Okay, through the week, another thing that happened is Quality Tractor Parts. They got that bonnet they told me was coming. I've bought it off them cheaply, just for evaluation. They're pretty excited about their bonnet. Some of the comments and the back and forth we've been doing, they're pretty sure that top bit's pretty good. So it comes in a box with a bit of timber between the two back corners so they can't get damaged. And look, it looks okay. I haven't had a chance to put it on yet. You know what my weekend's been like. And the little Massey Ferguson bar and the symbol on the front of that looked the other day, and it's broken. It just in transport, something must have fell on it or something, and the front badge bar is broken. So I'll talk to them about that. But yeah, look, you fellas from Quality, thanks for the jacket. They sent me a coat. It's a funny thing, they send me a gift. I've got to buy the gift, but that's how customs work, so I'm happy with that. Look, it was great. They sent me a jacket, a nice warm coat, and yeah, look, it fits like a glove. It's a beauty. The beanies fit. They sent me a set of what they call a boiler suit. We'd call them overalls over here. And yeah, I'm a bit tall for it. It sort of gets me right down there. But anyway, yeah, it's look, that was interesting to have. Over the next few weeks, hopefully, the 135, I'm actually going to try and bolt all the bonnet up to it before we paint it or anything. We're going to sit it on the tractor, try and bolt it up. They said they're still working with the sides, and so there may be a little work needed there yet, but they're still working on that. It's not something that's forgotten. They're working with it, so look, I will be keen to see it, to get it out properly and have a good look. And I am going to bolt it to the tractor and put the battery cover on and do a dummy run in the primer just to see how everything lines up. And I'll probably take you along for that, or if I don't show bolting it up, I'll walk around it once it's bolted up just to show the fit, and then it's up to me to do a bit of paint. So look, that's a good thing. It's companies that follow up like that, I take my hat off to them. They don't just leave some of their crap out there. There's a couple of nice battery boxes on Facebook at the moment from fellas over in England too for the 35. We may even look at buying some of them in for the Aussies that want to do their tractors up. I've been talking with Sparex again this year, and Sparex, as I was saying last week, have a new general manager, and James went in on my behalf, and we had to have a bit of negotiation to see what was happening there. And they'll give us a budget again this year of $5,000. So we have to sort out what direction we go with that $5,000, and it's a few $100 every month, just to keep the videos rolling, and put a Sparex header on it, sort of thing. That's all that's needed, and I prefer to use their parts anyway because they're Australian. No, they're a pommy company, but if something goes wrong in Australia, I've got a good line of contact with Sparex and Bearco too, but I have a good line of contact with them, so they have their ears turned on. So that's a great thing. So I'm a bit of a quandary. I've got stuff up the back there everywhere, and I need to get that little TE20 going. And if I wasn't filming, and like, I could have it going in a weekend and drive around the paddock, but when you film, you just can't do that. By the time you do a wheel bearing, to knock a wheel bearing out and film it and put it back in, you can probably do 2 of them before lunchtime, but when you're filming, you'll probably get 1 done before lunchtime, and actually 1 done in the day maybe. So look, things take a lot longer, and you've got to do second takes when the sound blows out, or when things turn to shit in general, which, look, that happens, believe it or not. it happens quite often, so it does take a long time. So I've spoken to Jude, and I think I don't go to work Mondays now, but for the next couple of weeks I'm going to pull an extra day out just to do the filming. I reckon with YouTube I've only been doing the stews once a week, but the other week I put out the stew +3 on the steering box, and I'm just going to try and get a little bank ahead of us so I can keep the tractor ones coming at around one a week if I can. What I've done in the past is if I've got a bit of a series there and I've just finished it, I just throw them all out there. I think, oh, there you go. Give everyone a chance to watch them all at once if they want. But people are telling me, oh, you should just have a bank of them and just keep dropping them out. And some of the other blokes I talk to on YouTube, they have a backlog, and they'll have a backlog of 6 months worth of, perhaps not that, and then they just drop one every week, and that keeps Google and YouTube keeps the algorithm knowing something happens. But yeah, for some reason our earnings are just tanking away. Our views are still up there. We're up to nearly 25,600 subs, but the revenue's just dying. So I don't know what goes on. We'll work something out. We've got the website in the background, and I was talking to someone else this week on that. So anyway, I'm just a bit busy to do anything properly at the moment. I'm just sort of half-assed, just keeping things going. So we've got about 4 weeks now until the young fella's wedding, so that'll be another weekend written off. I've lost a few kilos, about 8 or 9. I'm at the same weight that I was for probably 12-14 months now, so I could still pull about another 6 kilos out of that, I reckon. So we'll see how we go with that. I'm still on track. I'm not having a beer or anything like that. I'm having a bit of bacon and eggs and steak and things like that. So yeah, I'm eating well, but yeah, I'm losing a few kilos anyway, so it's not too bad. We'll just see what happens. But look, that's about it. Through the week, sometime I've got to try and finish Biddy's carby. We've got the kit out of Steiner for that, and hopefully I can get that thing free without having to set it up in the milling machine and mill down and pick threads out and do all that. And whoop, I thought the door on the container here was going to bang shut. But so I'll try and get that done this week if I can. I got my bench tidied up. I got a fair bit of the ute tidied up. The ute's in a pretty good place now. We're waiting for that battery under the bonnet. I went to ARB to get that battery box and the voltage sensitive solenoids, all that's in under there now, but we can't get a bloody battery. Yeah, they reckon this week maybe, Century that is. We're doing our N70ZZ XHD, extra heavy duty, so it has better supports for the plates in there. And but yeah, they've got about 12 on back order, and they may have some this week, they're hoping. That's Century, not ARB. The ute still has to go to ARB and get the bull bar and that done. They're not there yet. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I've still got some wiring to do. The wiring I was going to do all through the week last week never got done. The toolboxes turned up, then I sort of headed over and did them, so I didn't have them sitting out here in the open to be stolen and things like that. So we'll see. I'm probably planning on having an extra day off this week to try and get up the back there. I want to push along and get that little TE20 running. How much I show of that I don't know. I want to show you the initial start at least, so I might just power on with that for a bit. And it's occurred to me that once we get it together and running, it's occurred to me that we've never done a video on actually splitting a TE20 and doing a clutch and putting it together again. What's involved there. So look, we may do that. We may get a clutch off Sparex and go through the process of where to open it up, how to undo it, where to push it apart, what to look for, how to check your clutch and all that. So that may be on the cards. We're having a look. We're thinking hard about doing that 188 steering box up, and it's just for the video content to show you how to do one up. Then for any of our Australian customers it'll be for sale. Fully done up, they'll be able to see what's going on with it. And yeah, a few little jobs like that I've got tucked away that yeah, we'll have a bit of a look at. But anyway, I've just got to get up the shed more if I can. and stop working a bit, because I have been putting in long hours, 6 in the morning to 8 of the night and things like that. So I need to just get my ducks in a row a bit better. But look, stay with us. There's a little walk around of what I've done to the ute, just to show you the toolboxes and all that. I'm still waiting on a couple of brackets to plumb the tanks up underneath it. But yeah, that bottom end of with the toolboxes and all that, that's finished. There's no more to do under there. So have a look at that. Thanks for dropping by, everyone. We'll catch up next week, and yeah, look, just have a good week, everyone. See yous. Okay, this is what we've got done to the ute this weekend. It's not looking too bad there. Still got junk everywhere though, but that's alright. But we've got these boxes down under the side all done. We've replaced the mud guards, the old pressed aluminium mud guards, and we've got some 4mm good fellas on. Yeah, we've had to remount all of the rear mud flaps. Now they're quite big. I've got them bolted through to the mud guards, so there's plenty of room there. They should be strong enough. Then the other thing we got done on the weekend, actually this was through the week last week. I've got this trundle drawer. Now there's gas struts on there, and so that we used to have one of them on the Colorado, and that's why we used to put all our cooking supplies and all that in. Keeps them nice and clean, out of the way, and when you bring it down, that gives you a nice kitchen bench for when we're away camping. I've shifted the number plate again, so I'll just close that bloke off. I've shifted the number plate so we're legal, so it's out to the side there. Toolboxes are done both sides, so she's looking pretty good. And when we come round to the other side here, I think it's still unlocked. Yep, up in the cabin here. Oh, that's a bit dark. Yeah, a bit too dark to show you really, but I've got the UHF, the 80 channel UHF all finished now up in the top there, and it went into ARB the other day, and we've got a dual battery bracket in under the bonnet, but the going in under there, we're having trouble getting the battery that we want for it, so that'll be another week or so, so we'll just have to see. So yeah, look, it's turning up all right. Turning out all right. A lot of work gone into it. Oh, that's what we've done as well. We've put the aircraft tie rails right along the side there, so we can put a little tie bracket there wherever we like to. So yeah, that's the week on the ute so far. So yeah, I won't get any more done this week probably. I just have too much to do up the back. So there you go.